Hey everyone, welcome back y'all. We are back with a continuance from yesterday, y'all. If you saw my video yesterday, you know I had a whole bunch of canned goods that I had to put up that I took from my Prepper Pantry and brought them into my kitchen pantry to restock. Not only did I do that, I pulled out some things for dinners this coming week. I've got all three of my kids going back to school. Danya is returning back to actual school to start 8th grade. It starts tomorrow. My two 7th graders start homeschooling tomorrow as well. So we're going to have a very, very busy week going ahead and moving forward. So with that being said, I went back down to my freezer today as we were rotating laundry and decided to pull up even more frozen food. Now, let me stop and say something real quick. We are doing not a shelf challenge, but a Prepper Pantry challenge. And the reason we're doing that is to rotate and get through all of our Prepper stuff downstairs that we can get through that is shelf stable, that is on the shelves, to be able to reset and restock completely. We're doing this because we don't want things to expire. I do know that you can let some foods go past expiration date that are in canned goods, and yes, y'all, they'll taste okay, but they start to degrade. They start to lose their taste after the expiration date. It is a best buy sell date. It is an expiration date in the sense of that. Now, I don't want our canned goods to taste funny. I don't want the taste to degrade. I don't want the taste to be where you don't taste what you want to taste. When you buy your groceries, you want them to taste fresh. If you let things expire, they don't taste as good moving forward from that time on. So that is why we are rotating our food. Another reason that we're rotating food is not only did I have quite a few things in stock that was overstocked, but we are taking a lot of our grocery money and we're moving it into what we call our 12-month ahead binder. What that is we are saving what we don't use from our grocery money and we're putting it into our binder, and I am trying to fully fund an entire year in case something happened, I was to lose income. I have a year's income already stocked away just in case it's the oh snap situation scenario, and we would be fine. We'd be able to keep our electrics, our light on, be able to pay for food and the full bit. So I'll bring that and show you that here as well, as what we're doing, so I can kind of feature that as its own little thing. So with that being said, we're doing that and we're saving a lot of money. So we are doing a Prepper Pantry challenge. With that being said, I am still going to be buying perishables, milks, breads, juices, things that go bad that you can't keep on shelf stable or in a freezer. So we're working down 3 pantries and we're working down our Prepper Pantry as well. So with that being said, just also note that since you've seen me pull out the huge pack of chicken breast yesterday, the stew meat steak tips that I pulled out for Danya, which were several pounds as well, and also a ground beef packet. Y'all, I'm not just doing this for dinners. I'm also doing it for lunches for the next day. Danya may have to start taking some lunches to school. We do have a thermos so she could take hot things as well in lunch if needed and when she wants to, because the school district has already alerted that those of us parents who have to pay full price are back to paying full price this year because the pandemic things have ran out and not everybody's getting free breakfast and lunch like they did last year, regardless of your income stream. So, or income amount, I should say, income level. So we are back to paying probably full price for Danya's meals, and whatever times she wants to take lunch from home, she can do so. All right, long-winded, here we go. I pulled out a loaf of bread dough. Yes, I can make bread at home. So cheap. I've got the bread. I've got, not bread. I've got bread flour. I've got regular flour in stock. I've got yeast. I've got all of that. But we still had loaves of bread in the freezer. I buy them at Walmart in a 5-pack. It is very convenient. It's like $4.95 for the 5-pack. And I know I could do loaves for pennies on the dollar if I do it at home myself. And I'm going to start. My kids, Philip and Jessica, are going to be doing home economics this year. Wait till you see a massive breakdown of my homeschooling program that I am not using a box set for nothing. I have created this entire curriculum by piecing together curriculums that I like and adding my own in. It's going to be amazing. That's coming soon. So, bread doughs for tonight. The kids have chicken in the fridge. We are going to make fried chicken. They love it. Philip just learned how to make fried chicken not too long ago. He had one of our every plate boxes come in, and one of it was a fried chicken sandwich, and he loved it. So now we're using our own chicken breast to make fried chicken. He can put his on a bun. That's probably what he'll do. We'll put some sides with it, mashed potatoes, maybe some mac and cheese. They'll have their bread. All 3 of my kids will be happy. So we have that. Now, remember, some of these things I will make an abundance of, so that the next day we can either have it for dinner a second day. We call it here, not leftovers. We call it 2-a-days. So if you have it on one day, you're going to have it probably the second day. If they don't want it for dinner the second day, they can also have it for lunch, because my 2 kids that are 7th graders are homeschoolers, so they eat lunch at home. Okay, so we brought out some more hot dogs. Now, let me talk about these Ziploc bags. I do not like them, y'all. I don't. When it comes to chicken or beef, like ground beef or chicken, if you leave them in the bags too long in the freezer, they lose their taste completely. I've been told that the freezer Ziploc bags are good for meat that's 30 days or less, and you got to pull. Otherwise, you start to lose flavor. Trust me, I know. I have thrown out tens of pounds of chicken breasts, chicken legs, chicken thighs, and ground beef because of that. I mean, I couldn't get it to taste like anything. It was just like, ew. However, for some reason, the hot dogs don't do that. And that's really odd and unusual to me. But I pulled out some hot dogs. These are the Ballpark beef hot dogs. Jessica is in love with chili dogs. I just made a pot of chili on Friday. Y'all, it's gone already. It's gone. Everything from chili mac we make with it just by using macaroni noodles, cooking those up, draining them, and mixing the chili with them to make chili mac. We do just regular chili in a bowl or a cup. With a grilled cheese on the side, like a big, huge, oversized cup, like you would do in a cafe. Jessie is in love with her chili dogs, so I'm going to make an extra pot of chili, but instead of grabbing the canned goods, like the ones you saw me yesterday with all those canned goods I had to replace and replenish my cabinets upstairs with, I'm going to walk down to the Prepper Pantry with my son. We're going to pull some more chili stuff off, so I don't have to pull from these cabinets just yet, because we just restocked them, and get some more chili made today. That's why you're seeing another ground beef packet over here. So we have that. Now remember, I have that big packet of chicken breast in the refrigerator that I showed you yesterday that I'm thawing out. So we're going to do fried chicken this week as well. We're going to slice up maybe 1.5 of those chicken breasts as well that's in the freezer. Or refrigerator, I'm sorry, not freezer, but in the refrigerator, because we brought it up from the freezer yesterday. And we're going to make some ranch snack wraps. Remember that from McDonald's, y'all? Yes, but we pile ours full of veggies, and we got the ranch and the cheese. And I will go ahead and grill up 1 to 1.5 chicken breasts. I will season it greatly and throw in some ranch in the full bit, and we will have the ranch snack wraps along with a side, maybe some baby carrots or some fresh vegetables as well. So that's another meal that we'll be having this week. Again, we have the chili dogs, the chicken breast in there. We also will shred up some of that chicken as well to also make chicken tacos this week. So I do have the tortillas over here. We'll speak about that here in a minute. I did pull up the ground beef to make chili. Now we do less meat, more beans in our chili. Not only is it cheaper to do it that way, but it saves me a lot of money, y'all. It saves me a lot of money, and it's filling with the beans when you add extra beans. And we like the texture of the extra beans and less beef. So we only do 1 pound of the ground beef in a 4.5 quart crock pot. The rest is the beans, the tomatoes, the onion, and all the other things for chili. I did pull up 2 packs of Farmer's Dog. I've got I believe it's either a chicken or turkey and a beef. Now, they both say Jaya on it, but Tucker is eating part of Jaya's Farmer's Dog because Jaya is so sensitive to turkey or chicken. She has pancreatitis as well, y'all, that we have to be very careful. She can only have 3 ounces or less, and she prefers the ground beef version one. So she'll have the beef this week. These packs last for 4 days, and Tucker will have, I apologize, but I can't read. It's either going to be the turkey or the chicken, and I don't have my son in here to read these. I just have to memorize where everything is at. Blind people don't read print. So we have those 2, and that's for the next 4 days, and then I'll run down and grab some more for the dogs. Now, they don't just get the Farmer's Dog just like this. They do get it, but sometimes I add brown rice. Sometimes I add white rice. Sometimes I even add sweet potatoes to it. There will be times I do bulk them up and add green beans in the full bit. So just letting you know that, because my chihuahuas are very hungry eaters. For as little as they are, you would not think they would eat as much as they do. We do portion it out, but I do make sure that they have a lot of veggies, and these do have a lot of veggies already in it. If you're interested in this, you can go to thefarmersdog.com. These are pretty expensive, y'all, if you get them in the packs, but they also have a nutrient recipe as well. Well, they will actually send you the recipes of how to make these at home if you buy their little nutrient packs, which are $30 for every 6 weeks, and it just is a powder that makes sure your dogs have the vitamins that they need in their homemade cooked meals that you cook at home. So we are moving over to the nutrient packs once we are out of their packs that they make for us. And like I said, they do provide you with the entire recipe for all of their different flavored meats that they have. And then you just buy the nutrient pack, which is $30. For my dogs, it's $30. Don't let me say that for everybody's dog, because if you got bigger dogs, it's probably going to cost more. But I have 2 Chihuahuas, so it'll be $60 every 6 weeks for the nutrient packs. And again, that has all the vitamins. It's a powder you mix in with your homemade dog food. So just so you know that. Over here, we have another 20 pack of tortillas. Now, I have actually 2 smaller tortillas sitting over here on my left-hand side that is over on a shelf, and they are smaller ones for the snack wraps, y'all, or for when the kids want smaller wraps and don't want to have the bigger wraps. Jesse likes the mini quesadillas versus the big, huge quesadillas. Philip would rather have one of these. We also use these to make homemade tortilla pizza. So this would actually be the crust of your pizza. So it's almost like a really super thin crust pizza. We do have pepperoni downstairs. I have mozzarella cheese in the full bit. I have spaghetti sauce. We don't use pizza sauce, y'all. We just use spaghetti sauce. We don't make anything fancy around here. And they can make homemade tortilla pizzas. This is also used for us to make our own 7-layer burritos here at the house. No, we do not run the Taco Bell. I do have nacho cheese. I do have chips in stock. We can warm that up and have nacho cheese and chips. They can have 7-layer burritos, 5-layer burritos. We will also be using these for the chicken tacos, the shredded chicken tacos. And we can use it for whatever else we need for the rest of the week. Now, remember, just to let you know, Danya does not like burritos, so that's when that stew meat comes in handy for her to have steak fajitas, or she could have steak with a baked potato, and she loves broccoli with that. So I can make her a steak meal with steak, baked potatoes, and broccoli, and that stew meat, y'all, is amazing because you don't have to cut up a steak, you don't have to worry about bones, you don't have to worry about fat, it's already trimmed. It's amazing, and that's how I buy her stew meat. And Philip and Jessica don't like stew meat, so it is what it is. So I can make her different things as well for that. So we also have that ground beef in the refrigerator, because remember, I have another pack of this ground beef in the refrigerator from yesterday, and that will be made to make sloppy joes. Now, the only 2 people in the house that like sloppy joes are Philip and me. Tried to get Danya and Jesse on board, but they won't. So we'll have those for a couple of days for lunch with some french fries. I have an enormous amount of french fries apparently downstairs in my freezers, as I was going through my freezers and was like, oh my gosh, we got to get down on french fries. Another thing that we make with the chili, besides the chili dogs, is I'll bring some of those french fries up. We'll have some nacho cheese and chili on top. And instead of going to Wendy's for $2.99 for a portion of chili cheese fries, we make it at home for a fraction of that cost. So that's kind of a loose leaf meal plan that I have for you this week. It's not really like set in stone, but since we have all this meat, it pretty much is. It's just we're going to fiddle through what we want on the daily basis. Again, I'll be making chili today, and that'll last us for the next, hopefully this time, 4 to 5 days as we eat through that as well. And we can have chili cheese Frito burritos as well. So there you go. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, and or suggestions, please leave them in the comment section down below. I'll catch you in the next video. Without Limits is out.